We got one dream and that's we got one scheme and that's one theme and that's my whole life and that's one love. One love, got one dream and that's one love. One love, we got one scheme and that's one love. One love, that's one theme and that's one love. One love, my whole life.
I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Our life together has one theme and that's one love.
I said that's one love.
I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Our life together has one theme and that's one love.
I said that's one love.
I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love, girl.
All these girls keep chasing views like they doing something. They ain't doing nothing. And all these boys keep making moves cause they assuming something. Everybody doing fake friends like they crew or something. But all these people make my stomach sick like the flu or something. They crying X cause they prince is gone. We might just flex cause our money long. They selling sex cause it's selling strong. I might just bag a check girl and take you home. Yeah, real love I owed you. Real love I showed you. I wish for once that you would back me up, but I can't expect that I know you. Cause we been there and then we came through it. Backstabbed and then we undo it. A lot of people said they come through, but when it came to it, ain't one do it. We got one dream and that's we got one scheme and that's one theme and that's my whole life and that's one love. One love, got one dream and that's one love. One love, we got one scheme and that's one love. One love, that's one theme and that's one love. It's one love, my whole life.
I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Our life together has one theme and that's one love.
I said that's one love.
I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Our life together has one theme and that's one love.
I said that's one love.
I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love.
I got my head down, arms are up. I didn't think life would be this rough. Back and forth, we went do-si-do, and then I packed my bags and I hit the road. We were making moves without a clue. I took my love away from you. Looking back, all regret. My chin is up and you puffed your chest. Cause we're coming for the go, girl, we won't stop. Working and we grind until we hit the top. Everyone is waiting for the love that we are chasing, and the haters will be hating, but we won't stop. Cause we running and we gunning. So watch out, cause we coming. One love, we in our feelings, and it's not gonna crumble, yeah. We got one dream and that's we got one scheme and that's one theme and that's my whole life and that's one love. One love, got one dream and that's one love. One love, we got one scheme and that's one love. One love, that's one theme and that's one love. That's one love, my whole life.
I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Our life together has one theme and that's one love.
I said that's one love.
I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love. I said there's two of us, we got one dream and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Between the both of us, we got one scheme and that's one love.
Yeah, that's one love.
Our life together has one theme and that's one love.
I said that's one love.
I'd rather die than live my whole life without that one love. And you that one love, girl. And you that one love, girl.
One love. One love. One love.
And you that one love, girl.
One love. One love. It's one love.
Check, check, 1, 2, ayy, check, check. I don't know if I can rap this shit. Yeah, ayy, yeah. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah that's the thing, happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Yo last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they tatted. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice.
He's heating up! He's heating up! He's heating up! He's on fire!
Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that baddie, mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy. Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that baddie, mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy.
Went out, caught me a red fly. Too many people on a bandwagon. Done been through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said thick stacks, mo change, big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no gains, big stats, mo fame. We back stunts, said big names. On stage, big trap, no shame. Going in, running that big check. My name, sign that, mo
Boom
rain.
shakalaka!
Just
Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that baddie, mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy. Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that baddie, mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hello? Yes?
Go to the fucking gym. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 fucking times. Go to the fucking gym, or I'm coming over there. Go.
Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you bees. What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. It is Wednesday, November the 12th. 3478. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. And of course, you could bang your ear holes with the greatest man cast in the realm over there on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Make sure you subscribe, share the show with your friends, share it with someone who needs to make sick fucking gains. You know they do. So share it with them. That way they can do exactly that. They can make those sick fucking gains. All right, let's get into today's episode. We got some new merch today. I am rocking the Let It Grow Swollen design. We got a lot of specials going on over there on papaswolio.com. Brand new merch dropped on Monday. We got Fuck Your Candy Canes. That's a nice one. Aww. That's a nice one. Straight facts there. Candy canes are literal. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's depraved. Don't put those things in your mouth. Don't put them in your mouth just because it looks striped and it's hanging on a tree. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. It's not fruit. Don't eat it. They make it look like fruit, right? They make it look red like, ooh, it's a ripe apple. It's not. It's not. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Fuck your candy canes. Go check it out. papaswolio.com. All the merch is over there. That being said, fam, it is time to get into it. It's time to jump in. Balls first. Let's go into that tip. We have, let's see. We do have some merch. Let's see. What's our merch picture? Oh, that is our merch picture. That is our merch picture. Oh, I'm very excited. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Babe, just an
I'm excited.
inch, just an inch. It's cold outside.
Speaking of merch, I thought this was almost like a straight regular Swole Fam post. But this is special. This is a double. So we got some merch today. This one is from Leslie. And Leslie's rocking her You're a Swole One, Mr. Grinch. And of course, she's training in the middle of the fucking night. Celebrating 36 years with a back, butt, and legs workout and a double flex. Get out there and get it, fam. Hashtag dark and early. Go to the fucking gym. 36 years swole and flex.
Hi, puppy.
Friday. All right. That was from a couple days ago. Very nice. Look at those gains. We like it. We like it, Leslie. Thanks for flexing on us. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate if you flex on all these beaches. Now, are you ready, fam? Are you ready? It is time. Without further ado, drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. It's time to rate my meal. All right, let's see what we got here. First on the docket, we are going with DZL. This dude does not care about letters. Just give me a couple. Give me a couple letters. I don't need a name. Just give me some consonants. Holy moly pile of what the
fuck is that?
All right. You know, sometimes there's a picture and just makes me want to shit myself. This makes me want to shit myself. There's 3 pieces of white bread. There's eggs. All right, eggs and sausage. I don't know what's under that, though. I don't know what's under that. What's under that bread? Is that more bread? Beans? What the fuck is that black disc? Dude, what the fuck is that? Is that pumpernickel? Are you just eating all sorts of... Is that clams or are those mushrooms? And a Coca-Cola. All right, that's a negatory. And there's ketchup all over the eggs. That's gross. I'm just looking, that's my opinion. That's gross. I'm going to give that a fail. I don't like this plate at all. I don't like the beans. It makes me want to just, my stomach is growling. Yeah, not for me. Not for me. Now, when I say what's on your plate, I didn't say put everything. There's certain things that don't belong in the same realm. None of those things belong on the plate together, except the eggs and the sausage, and maybe some toast. Black pudding? I don't even know what that is. Swole Sama says, do you just hate your own asshole? Do you hate your intestines? Do you hate your colon, dude? Someone's saying that looks like an English breakfast. Now I think I understand why we left. I understand why we left. No shit. This is why people got on those boats. This is why people are like, you know what? I don't know what's over that ocean. And we might get scurvy, we might die, but I'm leaving. So I understand. If this is an English breakfast, that's disgusting. You can tell it's literally, hey, what else is left over? Just put it on a plate. That's gnarly. That's gnarly. Jonathan Odisio. No H? No H? Jonathan. 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 All right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is that steak or is that like pomegranate seeds? I can't even tell. Is that ground beef? What is that? Or is that chili? There's a couple leaves on it. Obviously, that's just for garnish and visual. Or is that guac? If it's guac, it's edible. If it's lettuce, it's not. I got a couple eggs. Is that a roll? Is that bread? Yo, I have no idea. Look, if I can't tell what it is, why are you eating it? What is that? If it's beans, no. Lentils, that would make me vomit. If it's beef, yes. If it's anything else but beef, no. Because it shouldn't look like that. That doesn't look like ground beef. That looks like pellets. Ah, fuck me.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
God damn it. What is that? All right. Fuck. Is it Sloppy Joe? Sloppy Joe. That's not Sloppy Joe. No, get the fuck out of here. That's not Sloppy Joe. If you're going to do a Sloppy Joe, do it right. All right. Michael Gonzalez, dinner last night. So we got a lot of, I don't know what the fetish is with burgers. I don't understand this. Dinner last night. I like the beef patties, all the other stuff on it. The bun, not a fan of all that part. You can do better than that. And probably what you're eating is all sorts of shouldn't go in your body. But, I don't really mind the avocado and the beef and the cheese as long as it's good quality. But I don't understand burgers like this because you can't eat them. You can't eat those. Why are you stacking it that high? They're like, ooh, they bring it out and you can't eat that. Like, how are you eating that? You have to take it apart and take half of it off. I don't like food you can't eat. I don't like food you can't eat. Oh, it looks cool. Why is it a foot tall? You're not eating that. Like, you're not putting that in your mouth unless you smash it and then you lose half of it. I don't know what the fetish is about stacking a tower of just... I don't know what this is. Fuck, man. All right. Sean Havoc Doherty. Yeah. The havoc is real. My dinner from last night. Sean's bringing some steak. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Boom shakalaka!
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Oh, what is happening with Rate My Meal today? Siadai. You have 6 letters in your name. We got some... Are those peppers? You people and your peppers. All right, is that brown rice? Ugh, if that's brown rice is nasty, by the way. Brown rice is sand. Brown rice is inedible. You can't make it taste good. But that huge piece of sausage, that's a big piece of meat, dude. That's a big piece of meat. That's a big sausage, Sia. That's a big sausage. Yeah, that's a big, thick, fat piece of sausage. You might want to chop that up. You might want to slice that up. Because just... you didn't cut it. You left it like a big fat cock on your plate. Just saying. Yeah, you might know. All right, but sausage and rice. Brown rice is gnar. Unless that's not brown rice, but sure looks brown to me. I don't mind white rice, but brown rice is gross. Simon Paul Matthews, we got some, looks like sausage patties and eggs. All right. And then Yves Gagne says, my wife. Oh.
Hi, puppy.
Right. Okay, I get it.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
All right. Yves is eating good in the neighborhood. All right. Is your wife named Arby's? Does she bring the meats? She has the meats? All right, let's get into some Swole Fam posts. Posted up in the app. If you're not a member, join us, swolenormousx.com. What pillar do you need the most work on improving? Drop the details in the comments. Brian says, training for sure. I need to learn what will work best until I can bend my leg. I never realized how much of my upper body training had me on machines where I have my legs bent. If you don't know, I saw this in the chat, and obviously he commented. Remember, he was talking about how he can't move his leg. It's a full cast. He sent a picture. It's all the way up to his thigh. It's all the way up to his taint. It's all the way up to his groin. So that's brutal. And yeah, this is something that Brian is learning. You have to learn things from scratch, because one of the things that, again, Brian is realizing, but you might not, is that when you're on machines, yes, you're bending a lot of times. And also you're driving through the ground. If you're doing a chest press machine that's flat, horizontal, your feet are bracing. You're pushing into the ground. Point of contact, very important for force production. And, you know, if you can't bend your knee, you might be flopping around. And plus you could bend one, but not the other. So you're trying to orchestrate this whole thing. So it's a learning curve, and you're going to have to figure it out. And you are. So we're proud of you, but keep focused. This too shall pass. Daniel says, I would say probably community. I don't have a, quote, community out in the real world. Now, that's why the Swole Fam exists. Now, just because you don't have one or people in your circle that are on the same page as you now doesn't mean you won't. And the important thing to understand that is this is just a period. If you want that local in-person community, you can develop it, but you need to be that proper beacon and the filter. Because if you're allowing all this shit into your life, you're going to surround yourself with people and negativity and those emotional suckers, people that just drain you. So when you're part of the Swole Fam and you have that quality filter, right? You're straining the people in your community, in your environment, and you're filtering out the people that don't belong there. So when you have something quality pop up, you allow them in your life. So when you raise your own standards, when you increase your self-esteem, going to the gym, focusing on your 7 pillars, and you're executing, you hold yourself to higher standards. And this is why training in the gym and taking care of yourself and respecting yourself is so important. When you hold yourself to higher standards, guess what? You hold other people to higher standards, because they have to treat you with the same standard you treat yourself. If you treat yourself like shit, you allow a lot of other people in your life that treat you like shit. So this is just temporary. You've reset, Danny. You've been in the Swole Fam for a while. You know, a lot of you come in, you're like, whoa, I got to cut shit out. And you cut a lot of shit out. It doesn't mean I'm never going to go outside again. I'm never going to have friends. But you realize, okay, all the people that I'm hanging out with, and it takes time to build that circle, especially if you're older. You know, you might have a lot of people that you've kind of brought with you in your life. You're 30, 40, 50, 60. You have a lot of people. You have a lot of baggage that you've brought through the years. And some of those people, hey, they don't grow. They're friends for a season. They're associates. They're acquaintances. They're no longer in your inner circle. And you have to start pushing people out, not because you want to be rude, but they just don't serve you anymore. And you don't serve them because they're just on a different path, which is fine. You can still be nice and you can still keep in touch, but they might not be people that you spend time with every week or every weekend or up each other's asses on text messages and stuff like that. So you don't need quantity, you need quality. And what Danny's doing, just resetting. So community, we got you, bro. And of course, when those quality people pop up in your life, you're going to recognize them. I think Danny's also in New York City or something like that. Isn't he up in like this? So, I mean, that's a tough environment. I think he's up in the city. You guys can confirm that. Let's see. Pam says mindfulness, controlling what I can about the situation I'm in. Most days I'm great, but there are other days. Recovery as in sleep. Some nights are harder than others for my dad, so making sure I can take care of my other pillars are vital for me right now. Well, good for you, Pam. Of course, we're here for you. That's tough. Pam's watching live. I got the Swole Fam and just a few friends. That's all I need. Oh, Swole Fam doing good. Yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments. Oliver, shout out. I always listen to the podcast daily. I'm so grateful when I can join live. Love you all. I laugh my ass off at the comments. Swole Fam, it's a circus. Come join us over on Rumble. Rumble.com/TheDailySwole. Best place to watch is where most of the Swole Fam comes and hangs out. Of course, we're on YouTube too. So shout out to the YouTube peeps also. All right. But sometimes we get blocked over there. Reed says mobility. I do yoga and stretching as part of my recovery routine, but there are areas of concern I really need to dial in when it comes to mobility. My ankles and shoulders being the big two I need the most improvement on. And then once you understand that the ankles, right? The ankles are attached to the knee. So ankles Poor mobility at the ankles translate to the knee and also backwards. So the knees, the hips, those also translate back down. So if you have knee mobility issues or hip mobility or spinal mobility, that will translate down to your ankles and backwards. If you have limited mobility in your ankles, it will translate up the body. If you have limited mobility in your hips and knees, it'll translate down to your ankles and upwards. So same thing with your shoulders. If your thoracic spine isn't aligned properly, it's going to translate to your shoulders, to your neck, to your elbows. It'll just translate out. So it goes up and it goes away. It goes more proximal to the body. So anytime you have immobility issues, you're going to have, it might not be immediate, but you might have those improper movements that cause tendonitis, that cause pain, it translates to different areas of the body. So you got to be mindful of that. We got one more. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Aww. Alex says, it's so beautiful. Enough to make a swole man cry. Hashtag execute more. Thinking of a good place to put it, might laminate it too. A little pissed I couldn't not destroy the envelope. I put the sticker on my laptop. Based. I know a lot of you guys, you save the envelope, you save the sticker. I know a lot of you can save the envelope, but get yourself, use like a butter knife, you know? You could also mist a little water or something, you know, separate. We usually put a sticker there, but if you want to try to get the sticker off with the envelope, you know what you could do? If you don't know, you just heat it up with put a little hair dryer on it, warm it up, and then use like a butter knife and kind of slide it off. It'll melt the glue for the sticker. So anyway, check it out or try that. But thank you, Alex, for sharing, and great card. Great little collection. You got the STFU Ave and GTTFG Street. You got Department of Sick Fucking Gains and the Swole America logo. So looking good. America, fuck yeah! Looking good. Respect. All right. Cerny says you only need a few good people in your life. Too many people, too many problems. This is a good quote. Swole Sama says the real world doesn't have that many real people. Yeah. It's the kind of things that you learn. It's like the wisdom. As you get older, you realize, wow, people don't really know anything. No one knows anything. No one knows what the fuck is going on. We're living on the shoulders of giants. Everyone that created stuff before us, we're just kind of adding on to it. And we're like, oh, we don't really know how to do that anymore. And we don't appreciate all the hard work and the effort that has built our society, which is why a lot of times, right? Good times make weak men kind of stuff. So the whole fourth turning thing, it just kind of degrades and you realize society is kind of crumbling. But this is in general, authenticity, people that are real, people that are honest, people that are working on themselves, not like getting into other people's shit. Yeah, it's hard to find those people, but usually the people that you want to spend time with or you would are the ones that are not getting involved and doing all the shit. Like they're not going out drinking, they're not going out and doing all the stupid shit. That's why you might not see them. You're not going to see them if you go do that kind of stuff. It's always cringe when you see people going out. I'm going out drinking. I'm going to go meet someone. And you're not going to meet anyone quality if you're going out at 2 a.m. to a bar. You're not going to meet anyone of quality. None. Never. There might be a rare instance, but that's just a stroke of luck. Not ideal, right? Not ideal. And the hard thing is you go to the gym because, hey, I want to meet someone that goes to the gym. But then people in the gym, headphones on, earphones. And then I don't want to be going up to someone and then end up on a TikTok video or, you know, caught looking at a girl. You were harassing me. Just be nice. Go to different functions, farmers markets. Someone said get a dog, go outside and take walks. Yeah, go outside and engage. Just be around people. Just say hi, be nice. You know, you're going to have a lot of dead ends, but you're also just going to be more receptive to the opportunity. And that's with a lot of things in life when it comes to relationships, when it comes to business, when it comes to most things. It's not always pedal to the metal all the time, but you have to be ready for those opportunities. And if you don't put yourself in in a situation where you're getting more reps, where you're around more people or more women or men, like you're putting yourself out there, when the opportunity arises, you want to be ready. So this is why you work on yourself, you improve yourself, you fine tune your filter, and you go get it. I say that all the time, Mark. Nothing good happens after 9 o'clock. I always say that. And maybe you heard it here, but it's not my quote. It's just a fact. You know, after in the evening, the sun goes down. It's like, you know, obviously the sun goes down earlier in the winter. So it's 7 o'clock. I can't be outside. But once it gets dark, it's like, it's not really, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? After 9 and it's late, that's when all the shit goes down. You remove yourself from those situations for the most part, you're going to be in a better place. It's a good general approach. You want honesty. You want authenticity. All right, let's get in some questions. You got hang out in the sourdough section. That's right. Go to a farmer's market and hang around the sourdough section. Or go on, you know what you could do? You want to meet people? Go on like Pinterest or go on like these different places and just start becoming, you could be one of those, I guess it's like the male feminist play, the white knight type of thing, where you just start making all these videos. You want to meet people? You want to get, I guess, women thirsty in the comments, right? Get jacked, get muscular, whatever, and then put on a little apron and make sourdough and have a channel where you're a man, you're a masculine man and you're making sourdough. Yeah, and all the women will be like, all up in your comments. Oh, he's so masculine, but he's so in touch with it. He's so sensitive. I hate those pages. All the dudes that are cooking and they try to make it all sexual, right? They slice the tomato and all the women are like, oh my God, split me open. Ugh, fucking hate those pages. The guys that like slap the chicken and like, slap it down. Ooh, and they rub it. Oh, fucking tools. Let's continue. Hurt 13. Papa Swole, do you recommend cleansing prior to eating better? Like just flushing yourself out? No, I don't recommend that. There might be certain things that you can do if you actually have things like heavy metal toxicity, charcoal, and some other stuff I've heard of that you can maybe do. But if you just eat better, remember your body regenerates and cleans out cells and stuff all the time. Isn't your entire body completely new cells every 6 months, right? Red blood cells, bone, everything cycles through all the time. Just start eating better. Put your body in a position where the body heals itself. You eat better and you put yourself in a better environment, sun, exercise, nutrition, sleep, getting rid of blue light, toxins, air filtration, phthalates, all this kind of stuff over time. Your body heals itself. Put your body in a situation where it can heal itself. Sean Tanukamole or Shanta Nukamole. Shantanu Chamole. That's a name. How many hours do you gym in a day? I usually train every other day and I'll train for about an hour, hour and a half. It's not about the time. It's about the volume, the intensity, the frequency. It's about the consistency. It's about all those things. Everyone's different. And every program is different. If you do a little bit, you can train more often. If you do 3 exercises, you could train maybe 4 or 5 days a week because you're not doing as much volume. But sometimes those everyday workouts, if you're doing every day, like push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs, doing 6 on, 1 off, it doesn't last long term. And I'm telling you, when you feel good, and a lot of you know this, when you feel good, you tend to end up leaning, you start doing more volume and then you start burning out. So just keep in mind of the overall volume in your workouts. And for me, things like in the summer, like it gets so hot and I'm training outside, I need to do less volume in a workout. So my splits change based on the season because I train a lot outside. And in peak summer, I can't do like the same kind of overall. It's just more the overall volume. It's not per body part, but it's the overall volume. If you're doing upper and you're doing 8 or 10 sets or 12 sets or 14 sets, it's just too much. So I'll break it down and maybe do more, I'll cut down on the exercise selection. So if I'm trying to simplify, and also with time, you can also choose exercise that will coincide with more things. If you're trying to hit chest, shoulders, and triceps, you could really send it on like chest pressing and stuff like that on certain days. So it's really about the frequency in which these muscles get hit, rotating different things. So you're also targeting them and isolating certain muscles over time. Doesn't have to happen every workout or every week, right? Just because you haven't done a certain exercise from Monday to Sunday, it doesn't mean that the next, and this is what people don't understand too. If you do an exercise, maybe you're doing, let's just say upper lower, because it's simple to break down. So let's say you're doing upper lower every other day. You can have 3 or 4 workouts for upper that you rotate, which means you're not doing the same. If you're doing, let's say, different exercises, you're doing upper A and then upper B and upper C and then upper D. Let's just say you're doing it like that. You're not doing every single exercise every week. So just because you're not doing it every single week, it doesn't mean the next week it's a new exercise. Oh my God, your body's never experienced it. It has to be done every week and then it's a shock. No. If you don't do it for a few weeks, yeah, it's going to be a little bit novel. But if you're rotating, every week or so, doing an exercise 2 or 3 times a month is enough to keep like the adaptations. If you do it if you don't do it for 4 weeks or something, you get that neurological, the coordination adaptation. So you want to stick to something more long-term, but it doesn't have to be every single workout. It doesn't have to be consecutive. And this is why a lot of people, and this is why a lot of people have tendonitis and issues and injuries and overuse, and because they do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. They do it repetitively, which is fine, but they have redundancy. So you're doing shoulder pressing, chest pressing, dips. You're doing a lot of stress on the elbows. You don't need to do all those all the time. It's not the best programming, especially all in one workout. If I'm doing dips, chest press, and shoulder press, you're just crushing your triceps and your elbow extensors over and over and over again. You don't need to do that. So like I've been saying for a while, if you're doing pressing, try to do one press in a workout. If you're doing upper body, do one press and do other things. When you're doing pressing, do upright rows, do lateral raises, do tricep extensions with a cable. If you're doing JM press, do lateral raises or posterior deltoid, or do, pec deck. If you're doing, I'd say JM press or dips, right? Just pick one pressing for an upper body day, especially if you have those kinds of issues with your elbow or you're trying to recover a little bit more. That could be a reason that you're not making the progress, because if you're doing dips last, that's going to be affected by doing your chest press first and your shoulder press. So you're already hitting the triceps, the short and the medial head more, but you're already getting those from the first two movements. You're already more fatigued. You're better off choosing a different exercise to isolate the triceps and get the rest out of them, or, rotate what you're doing on each upper body day. The true silver rear shock. What macro split is best? There is none. But a lot of people overdo protein and they underdo carbohydrates and all sorts of things. Quality over quantity. And it depends on what you're choosing, like what your split is and what you need. Some people are going to need, I don't want to say need, but some people are going to feel better with some more carbs. Some people are going to feel better with less carbs. And it really depends. You're trying to lean out a little bit or what your programming is like. But I think for a lot of people, going too low on carbs negatively affects sleep. And I think it negatively affects performance for a lot of people. And then they overdo protein. They feel sluggish and bloated and they have digestive issues, and it could be a thing. So the quality first, and then you can adjust and narrow it down. Corey Pike 14. Hey, Papa, I need a workout to develop my pecs. Cool. Pressing, pec deck. It's not complicated. Progressive overload makes you have good form. That's it. There's no workout to develop your pecs. There's just chest exercise. So learn how the body works, right? Shoulder flexion will work more of the upper pec. You also have horizontal adduction. And there you go. That's how you work the pecs. You bring the arm towards the midline. Pick an exercise, get stronger with it. All right, we got 2 more questions from Instagram, and we'll take any live ones we have. Bufftanjai99 on YouTube. Is low quality meat worth it, or am I better off with a higher quality veg? I don't know if that's vegan/dairy instead. Nothing's going to replace meat. So if you can get quality eggs or raw dairy or something like that, but eating something like vegetables, high quality vegetables, is not getting you the protein. So raw dairy can get you protein. But when you say low quality meat, you just want to get the best that you can. So eggs are usually pretty accessible. So is it worth it? Meat's great. Meat's great. I do think like grain-fed meat, quote, low quality meat, is going to be better than broccoli. But at the same time, you want to make sure you're getting in your protein. So I would need to like see, hey, here are my protein options, and then give you with some more detail. So I don't want to tell you, hey, eat low quality meat. But if all you have access to, whether it's financial, like you do what you can to get the highest quality possible. So that's really the rub. It's meat, it's eggs, it's all those things. And then it's pretty much the same things we talk about, but then get the best quality that you can. So meat's great, and then get the best quality meat. Eggs are great. Get the best quality eggs you can. Dairy is great if you're getting good quality dairy. And I personally, low temp pasteurized or raw dairy. And everyone's going to digest these things differently. You might like yogurt or kefir. You don't have to drink like raw milk. Or goat milk might be better for you if you have access to that. You can go to realmilk.com. It usually tells you farmers markets and stuff in your area that sell raw dairy. You can order it online. It might say for cats and dogs, but it's just a legal liability thing. They can't ship usually out of state. In some states, they can't ship raw dairy out of state unless it says it's for cats and dogs. Even local farmers markets, like for cats and dogs, like, okay. My cats and dogs are eating good. I give it to them. I give them some kefir and yogurt and stuff. I let them lick the cup and the bowl and whatever. Oops. Papa Thanasakis. Going Greek. Papa Swoliosakis. Are pre-workouts really necessary? Yes and no. Anything you have before your workout, it's technically a pre-workout. So it could be a shot of espresso. You can go over to your girlfriend and be like, slap me in the face. Yeah, let's fucking go. You can get amped up. I mean, pre-workout is associated with caffeine just because people take it, they get amped up. My pre-workout. But a pre-workout could be a scoop of honey. It could be drinking your electrolytes. It could be a handful of salt. I mean, people do different things. So for me personally, what I like to do is I'll mix my own pre-workout, but I do my carbs during the workout. I do protein first. So if I'm going to work out at, 1 o'clock, it's like, oh, I'll have a whey protein, just whey protein, 20 to 40 grams, like 12 or 12:30. And then I'll have my pre-workout. And then I'll have my intro workout carbs during the session. I just feel better doing it like that. Some people like to eat a big carb meal before, but then you might feel bloated and you might feel like you're, weighed down, but whatever you like to do, there's nothing wrong with it. You just got to figure these things out. But that's what I currently do. I do protein first and then carbs during. But pre-workout is just whatever you do first. So necessary? No. But technically something is going to be your pre-workout. So whatever your pre-workout routine, consumption-wise or whatever, you got to figure out what works best for you. And you might have a different pre-workout routine, and you should if you train earlier in the day versus later. You shouldn't be doing caffeine at like 6 o'clock at night if you're doing a late session. So you have to have these different options. And I really don't think you should be dependent on caffeine because if you do train later in the day, that can negatively affect your sleep. So you should really get quality sleep. So you don't really need, I'll drink some coffee, but sometimes I'll train in the afternoon. I had my coffee a few hours ago. I don't feel tired. I feel great because I get quality sleep. So you don't need to be like tweaking out. And if you depend on that, then again, it's like a training partner. If your training partner cancels on you and you can't train unless you have someone there, then you're dependent on that. Your gains are not secure. You have to make sure that you could train by yourself. You should really learn how to train by yourself. That way, if you have someone, it should be something that adds to your programming, adds to your train, not takes away. Otherwise, train by yourself. But then if you find someone that has similar strength and inspiration, dedication, cool, that's great. If you have a great training partner, that can be awesome. But you really should know how to train by yourself. That way, if they can't make it, it's like, okay, I'm going anyway. You shouldn't be depending on people. Same thing with pre-workouts. What do you do for your pre-workout? Drop in the comments. Amber C, 2010, last one, and then any other ones that pop up live, we'll answer. Papa Swole, I'm very quad dominant. What can I do to feel more in my glutes? Train them more. Stretch your quads, train your glutes. Quad dominant, I don't know if that means just development-wise, or maybe you have mobility issues, but different things for glutes. You could do Bulgarian split squats, making sure your knees don't go too far over your toes. You could do low bar back squats. You could do hip bridges. You could do 45-degree hypers with a band or with dumbbells, but bands are better. You could do single leg, leg press, or depends on what you have. You can even do like single leg hack squats with a band because as you push up, the stress will be higher at the top. So it'll work more your glutes if you do certain positions. So I would make sure that you doing your hip bridges, ankle weights, you just got to focus more on your glutes. And feeling more doesn't really mean anything. Feel it more in your glutes. If you're kicking back and you're working, you're doing an exercise, it's going to hit your glutes. What really seems like it's the case is it's form, it's your programming, and you won't be quad dominant anymore if you just focus more on that. It's hard for me. I'm just saying things out there. But when someone says this from a personal training standpoint, I have to see the person, how they move, and then you really customize what adjustments to make. But I would really make sure you prioritize your glutes and be training them 2 to 3 times a week, and prioritize your glutes first in your training sessions. That's a great thing to start with. Glutes are always great to start with first. Glutes, and I always start my leg days with either glutes or hamstrings. So yesterday I did glutes last, but I did it as like a combination. So I did seated leg curls for 2 sets, leg extension for 2 sets, and I did single leg Cybex squat press, which gets harder. It's like a pendulum squat press. So I did single leg, so it would hit a little bit more adductors and glutes. I usually like doing some sort of a single leg movement, every other session or something, whether it's like step back lunges or Bulgarians or single leg presses. I think it's really good to do single leg. You'll activate a lot more, and it's really good for mobility and focusing unilaterally and seeing weaknesses if you have them. All right. Any other questions? Good. It's balls deep. I hit balls deep. I hit it. There we go. Thank you, Freddie. Deep. When I say let's go balls deep, hit the fucking button. All right, let's get into some videos. This is going to be horrifying, apparently. We'll do the shortest one first. So why don't you guys pick a number, 1 or 2, as to which one we'll do next. We'll do the shortest one first. That's what she said. This one's called What They Studied. Oh yeah, this is going to be some liberal. Here's what I got. Here's what I took 200 grand out with debt.
I'm studying the unseen body and creative spaces, erasure and exposure of the queer.
Hey, I'm Nina, and I studied the arts, education, and social justice.
I'm Joyce. I studied decolonial intimacies, indigenous politics, and resistance.
I'm Victoria, and I studied remembering or forgetting, navigating international conflict through collective memory.
Hi, I'm Kira, and I studied textiles and environmental justice.
Hi, I'm Nunyala. I'm studying living artfully, art as ritual therapy, and pathway to decoloniality.
I'm Naomi, and I'm studying Black political economy.
I'm Natalie, and I'm studying fashion history and gender studies.
My name is Marie, and my concentration is the radical disruption for survival, development in sub-Saharan Africa, and social anthropology.
Hi, I'm Ava, and I study unwoman, fugitive family, relationship.
Are these really degrees? We've seen this one before. We've seen other ones. Unwoman, fugitive, family, and is that really a degree? I mean, are these really degrees? Yeah, my degree is in unwoman, fugitive family relationships, and identity. Like that's like. You're not getting any jobs. Well, this is why DEI and stuff was so popular, because what else are you going to do but focus on, you're just educating, you're making racists. So their only job is to like focus on race when that's why you have DEI, because they're obsessed with race. That's all they're taught in school. And they get out, they're like, oh my God, look at all these people that are different than me. And oh, look at these black people. This is complete nonsense. This is the problem. We've watched these before.
And identity, the transformative black woman.
Oof. Generation's cooked. All right, let's do this one. What do we see? We got some ones. Let's go with the GOAT, number 2. This one's called Women's March. Speaking of women,
what's in the box?
We got our Women's March here.
This is explicitly a women's space. I am a transgender woman, and I always have been.
Well, that's interesting.
Are there any women here today?
This is a women's space. This is a women's space. I'm a man. I have a penis.
Women are not asking to dominate women's spaces. Most of us are far too scared. I am too afraid to pee in public bathrooms in my own city.
You sound scared. You sound very frightened. You can't pee in public bathrooms. That sounds like the issue from the movie Waiting, where you can't pee in the urinal. Is that the problem? I am mentally insane and I have a penis. I'm pretending to be a woman and I can't pee in bathrooms. Like, you need some serious help in a place where there's padded rooms and men with white coats and clipboards.
Unless my girlfriends are there to scout for me, and if they are not there as backup, and not only are they playing you, they are hurting other cisgender women far more than they are hurting anyone else. It is.
Yeah. This is the one. These are the people. This fag is what's hurting women. Yeah, this is the one that they're trying to get you to believe that they should be in a women's bathroom. Some sick shit. That's some sick shit. I want to pee where women pee. I don't want to pee where women pee. That's awful. You have like 9 women come in and they're all just like gossiping. It's like, no, I'm there to, I got to take a shit. I don't want to hear like women's gossip, and they always come in packs. I don't want 9 women in the bathroom. Dudes go in, they go to the bathroom and they leave. Women go in and like hang out. We're going to the bathroom. Want to come with me? Want to come with me? And everyone goes in and I don't want to be in the fuck. Who wants to be in a women's bathroom? That's the worst. That's the worst ever. I would never want to be in a women's bathroom. That's why you know these people are insane. Like, why, as a dude, why do you want to be in a women's bathroom? I don't know. No.
Women who suffer. When they crusade against my health care, they are removing the consent-based health care. All women's health care, therefore, gets affected. When they try to ban us from women's bathrooms, it is black lesbian studs who get the cops called on them. Women's bathrooms, it is black lesbian studs who get the bathrooms, it is black lesbian studs who bathrooms, it is black lesbian studs who get the cops called on them. Women's bathrooms, it is black lesbian studs who get the cops called on them.
Black lesbian studs? I'm always surprised when I hear something new after all these years of insanity. Black lesbian studs get the cops called on them. What?
What the fuck is that?
My liberation is tied to everyone's. And it is only because women told me that I could say that. I have never insisted it myself that I say it.
Kind of on stage with a microphone yelling it. I've never insisted you're yelling into a microphone, bro.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
But I think we already know this. Women hate other women. And I think women, like, that's the problem. You saw all those, like, degrees and stuff. That's the problem. Women have been told to hate themselves. They've been told that their bodies, you should shut down your bodies and use birth control. You shouldn't have children. You should be a man. You should go work instead of taking care of your home and raising a family. And women are doing this to themselves. Oh, I want women's rights. So why are you allowing men to destroy all the progress that women have made? It's insane. It's insane. Repeal the 19th. Absolutely insane. Women just hate other women and they hate themselves. And they just, it's like this self-flagellation. Like, look, am I good enough? Am I good? Am I virtuous now? Whip. They're just fucking beating themselves. It's weird. It's weird. And it's only those liberal women which are the worst. Women that are logical and common sense, like all you in the chat, you're like, you're insane. You're literally insane. It's really fucking wild.
You're insane, gold member.
All right, one more black lesbian studs. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's going in the soundboard folder. I got to go through. I have a soundboard folder, by the way. I have to go through and get more like clips. So over time, whenever we do a video and I'm like, ooh, I got to drag, I got to drag, I'll drag something over for a soundboard. So I'll drag it into like a soundboard folder. I just haven't like gone and gotten a bunch of these yet. I got a bunch of videos. So I got to like listen through. I got so many videos in here. How many do I have? Let's see how many I'm highlighting. I have like 60 videos. Wow, that's a lot. I got to go through and get some soundboards. Brutal. Evolved human beings. We got one more. Evolved human beings. Evolved human beings. Okay. Evolved.
Just so that we're all abundantly clear here, not only are trans people sacred, they are wildly evolved human beings.
That's another soundboard. Jesus Christ. Why do we have so many soundboards? I'll play that again. Yeah, so they're wildly evolved. Yeah, so if I claim I'm a woman, I'm evolved. No, I'm retarded. You keep using that word. I think you mean retarded.
Just so that we're all abundantly clear here, not only are trans people sacred, they are wildly evolved
sacred
human beings. I'm going to invite you to imagine for a moment the amount of strength, courage, self-knowing, and profound self-development that is required in order to walk through the world in your authentic embodiment, knowing that most people will deeply misunderstand you.
No one's misunderstanding you. You're pretending you're a woman. We understand perfectly. You're mentally insane. That's what we understand. We understand. It's not a thing. It's not a real thing. It's someone's mental disorder, and you're trying to force us to play along with it.
The average person will not walk through the world in their authentic embodiment knowing that even one or two people in their circle will misunderstand them.
Oh.
From a psychological and a spiritual perspective, there is absolutely, other than love, nothing more important or more valuable than authenticity. That's why we come here into human bodies. We come here to...
What?
That's why we come here into human bodies. We come.
Did you just do this? That's why we come here into human bodies.
Human bodies. We come here to self-actualize, to know who we truly are, and to live as our authentic selves. That's the whole point. Trans people are wildly evolved. And one day we will understand them as wisdom keepers, and we will bow.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
We'll bow at their feet?
At no point in your rambling, incoherent
Fuck you,
response
cunt.
were you even
Safely say
close
that.
to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
What a dumb bitch.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah. All right. How many boosters does that one have? Hashtag gains or bust. Take a moment. Drop that in the comments down below. Gains or bust. Yeah, I think that's what was going on. Buffton says studs are mask presenting lesbians. So like, I guess manly lesbians are getting, you know, called out for being trans because they look like men. Well, look, you guys allowed this in. You guys allowed this in. When you allow this kind of poison into your society, look, this is what you asked for. You wanted the LGB, right? And then you wanted the T's and the fucking Q's. You wanted the T's in there. You wanted those fucking meant. You had to add the fucking consonants. You wanted a couple more letters. And most people that are lesbian or gay, they're like, I'm not with those fucking retards. But it's a cult. It's a cult. And the trans, you know, and the rainbow shit. It's just really depraved pedophilia and sexual voyeurs. It's just exhibitionists. It's just really the depravity of society that has banded together with that cult. It's gross. It's gross. It's grotesque. And I won't stand for it. Gains or bust? Let's give away the Swole card. Are you ready, Beaches? Give away today's Swole card. Why not? I didn't announce it, but we got something special going on tonight. Gains or bust? Busting gains. Ooh, landed right on it. Oh, I like that one too. Michelle Clifford, gains? It looks like Toys R Us. Gains or bust? All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Michelle. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3478 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Tomorrow, congratulations, Michelle. Tomorrow we do have a special event. If you didn't know, tomorrow's episode will be private for members only. If you want to get access, make sure you join the fam over at swolenormousx.com, because tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, it is Roundtable 94. Rise and Swole. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., November 13th. Link is on your homepage in the app. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Sign up. Jump on those Fuck Your Resolution specials, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you in the morning. Come ask questions. Come hang out. Whatever. Listen in. Listen later. We'll have it in the app. So be there if you can. And if you can't, hey, you can listen to it later. But again, this is a great opportunity. If you have questions, we talk all sorts of stuff. So people come in just talking shop, hanging out. And if you do have any questions about programs or anything going on, come on, hang out. Come up on stage, ask a question, drop in the live chat. It's a fun time and super casual. So no agenda. We hang out, and Rise and Swole and Roundtable is exactly that. We're all sitting around a round table, a digital round table, just hanging, sipping coffee, bone broth, you know, getting some sun on our nips. Maybe some of you are freezing your tits off, but round tables are always fun. So we'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So download the app. Go to swolenormousx.com, join the fam today, and we will see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Thanks for being here, and we'll be back on Friday, of course, for 3480. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow.
still need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping, I'm taking skeleton.